don't stop soon, we'll all be dying. This weather, it's May. I'm just hoping the law got as lost as we did.
There! Arthur! Any luck?
I found a place where we can get some shelter. Let Davy rest while he... You know. An old mining town. Abandoned. It ain't far. Come on. Bring him in here.
Miss Gaskell, get that fire lit, quick. Miss Jones, bring in whatever blankets we have. Mr. Pearson, see what we've got in terms of food.
Davy's dead.
There was nothing more you could have done.
What are we gonna do? We need supplies.
Well, first of all, you're gonna stay here, and you are gonna get yourself warm. Now, I sent John and Micah scouting out ahead. Arthur and I, we're gonna ride out, see if we can find one of them. And this, just for a short bit. And I don't see what other choice we have. Listen. Listen to me, all of you, for a moment. Now, we've had, well, a bad couple of days. I loved Davy, Jenny, Sean, Mac. They may be okay. We don't know. But we lost some folks. Now, if I could throw myself in the ground, in their stead, I'd do it, gladly. But we are gonna ride out, and we are gonna find some food. Everybody, we're safe now. There ain't nobody following us through a storm like this one. And by the time they get here, well, we're gonna be long gone. We've been through worse than this before. Mr. Pearson, Miss Grimshaw, I need you to turn this place into a camp. We may be here for a few days. Now, all of you, get yourselves warm. Stay strong. Stay with me. We ain't done yet. Come on, Arthur.
All right. We've got some work to do.
We ain't run into them yet, so they both must have headed down the hill.
Sure. Hey, I ain't had time to ask. What really went down back there on that boat?
We missed you. That's what happened. Come on. The Vanderlyn gang are on the run after a failed robbery in Blackwater. Now let's play a game of who are they being chased by? A, the U.S. Army. B, Diddy. C, Pinkerton Detective Agency. D, FBI. Now choose your answer. 3, 2, 1. Wrong. Or right, if you got it right. The gang was being chased by the Pinkertons. Why? Because they were out a ferry, idiot. Anyways, as Dutch and Arthur ride out, they encounter a wild Micah Bell. Micah.
Gentlemen?
Found anything?
I think so. Found a little homestead down that way.
Okay. Anyone home?
Sure. Place is blazing with light and noise. Sounded like a party.
Let's go see.
Follow me. How's Davy doing?
He didn't make it. Nor did little Jenny.
That's too bad. Davy was a real fighter.
I'm glad you're all right, Micah.
Always. Ask him if he's seen John.
Hey, have you seen John, Micah?
Didn't see much of anything once this storm came in.
He hasn't seen him.
He'll be fine. Things always turn out right for that boy.
I hope Mac and Sean are still out there somewhere, too.
Okay, let's keep it down now, gentlemen. It's just up ahead.
Snuff and stash those lanterns, boys. Best you two lie low on this. Micah and Arthur then take cover outside the house while Dutch goes and talks to the occupants. Hello?
Shut up, Billy.
Excuse me? Hello? Oh, well, hello, friend.
What you want?
I am very sorry to disturb you. My friends and I, well, we got into some trouble up the way, lost in the storm. Gentlemen.
We can't help you, mister.
I got folks
Arthur.
dying on the trail.
Arthur, we got a problem. Folks. There's a corpse right here.
Now, I just
Arthur,
need some
there's a
cans
body
of food
in the
or
wagon.
something.
I hear you. Just
Gentlemen,
keep your eyes on Dutch.
please.
I think you should go, buddy.
Now, friend, I ain't asking for much. Please.
Four of them! If you ain't gonna take their money!
There's another one shooting from the window. After winning the fight, Arthur and Dutch then search inside the cabin for supplies. They don't find much of anything, so Dutch sends Arthur out to the barn. Arthur is then ambushed by a surviving O'Driscoll, but he wins the fight and very peacefully interrogates him to find out why the O'Driscolls are in the mountains.
Where's Como Driscoll?
With the others. At an old mining camp southwest of here. Near the lake.
What are you bastards doing? Why are you up here?
We're fixing to rob some train. Gonna blow the tracks. I don't know more than that, I swear.
Well, I would say it looks like you have this, Arthur. Do what you want with him. I don't care. After the O'Driscoll is dealt with, Dutch and Arthur hear screaming inside the cabin. When they enter, they see Micah holding a knife toward a woman. Micah then knocks over a table with a lantern on it, causing a fire. Dutch calls down the woman after burning down her house, and all four are forced to evacuate the burning building and head back to camp. Along the way, they learn that the woman's name is Sadie Adler. The next day, Arthur goes hunting with another member, Charles Smith, and brings back 2 deer to give to the camp cook, Pearson. He then meets up with Hosea, where he is told he and Javier are to go find the lost member, John. As they ride through the mountains, Javier tells Arthur more about what happened on the ferry.
So, you were there, Javier. What really happened on that boat?
We had the money, it seemed fine. And suddenly they were everywhere.
Bounty hunters?
No, Pinkertons. It was crazy. Raining bullets. Dutch killed a girl in a bad way. But it was a bad situation.
That ain't like him, though.
The two then head up to the peak of the mountain where they find John's horse dead. Javier shoots in the air as a signal, hoping John will respond. John is then heard screaming for help, and Arthur and Javier are then forced to make their way around the cliffside until they eventually find a bruised and scarred John Marston. Javier picks John up, and they head back to their horses. But they are stopped when the same wolves that scarred Marston return to kill all 3 of them. Arthur is then forced to protect the fleeing Javier and John until they reach camp. After killing most of the wolves, they make it back to Culture, and Arthur goes to meet with 4 other members, Lenny, Bill, Micah, and Javier.
Up with you boys because I thought you liked action. Couple of days on the lam, and you lot have all turned yellow. Apart from you, of course.
Shut up, Micah.
I ain't never seen so many long faces. I guess folks miss them. That fell. But when I fall, I don't want no fuss.
When you fall, there'll be a party.
Party. Probably. That funny, huh? Sure. I don't feel like being laughed at by the likes of you two.
Stop it! Now! You fools punching each other when Como Driscoll's needing punching hard. You want to sit around waiting for him to come find us? All of you, we got work to do. Come on.
Are you sure about this, Dutch?
Yes.
Folks been through a lot recently. We hardly back on our feet yet.
And the last thing we need is to get bushwhacked by Como Driscoll. Let's go.
I know you hate him, Dutch.
He's here for us.
I doubt that.
No, you're just doubting me.
I would never doubt you, Dutch. You always said revenge is a luxury we can't afford.
This is the right call, Arthur. Take this. And this is about more than revenge for business long ago. They were talking about trains and detonators here. Colm always had good information. Come on.
And you think now is the right time to hit a train?
Now you might fancy living on deer piss and rabbit shit. I'm getting too old for that life. The gang then head south and find the O'Driscoll camp. Arthur still thinks Dutch is trying to get revenge on Colm O'Driscoll, but Dutch lets Colm leave the camp and leave. But wait, why does he want revenge? Well, it goes like this. The O'Driscolls and the Van der Linde gang used to work together until Dutch killed Colm's brother and Colm killed Dutch's lover, Annabelle. There's your explanation, idiot. Now back to the story. After Colm is gone, the gang stealthily make their way down the mountain to the O'Driscoll camp. Once down there, they get into another shootout with the O'Driscolls and once again win the fight. Inside the building, Micah finds the train robbery plans and Arthur and Bill find the dynamite. The gang then head back to the camp at Coulter and kidnap a surviving O'Driscoll named Kieran along the way. After they get back to camp, they wait a few days for the snow to thaw, and soon the snow has melted and the gang is ready to rob the train. But Hosea isn't so sure.
Why are we doing this? Weather's breaking, we could leave. I thought we was lying low.
Yeah, come on.
What do you want from me, Hosea?
I just don't want any more folks to die, Dutch.
We're living, Hosea, we're living. Look at me. We're living, even you. But we need money. Everything we has in Blackwater. You fancy heading back there?
No. Listen, Dutch, I ain't trying to undermine you. I just want to stick to the plan, which was to lie low, then head back out west. Now, suddenly we're about to rob a train.
What choice have we got?
Leviticus Cornwall's no joke, Dutch.
Who is Leviticus Cornwall?
He's a big railway magnate, sugar dealer, oil man.
Well, how good for him. Sounds like he has more than enough to share.
Dutch!
Gentlemen, it is time to make something of ourselves. Get your horses ready. We have a train to rob. The same group that raided the O'Driscoll camp then ride out towards the train while Bill rides ahead. Once there, Bill and Arthur set up the dynamite, then Arthur joins the gang on top of a tunnel and wait for the train to come. Soon, the train passes, but the dynamite does not blow. Arthur, Lenny, and Javier are then forced to jump on the back of the train, but Javier falls. Arthur and Lenny then make their way up the train car by car and kill everyone along the way until Arthur reaches the engine and stops the train. Arthur and Lenny then get in another shootout with the remaining guards until the rest of the gang show up. They then kindly try and convince the people in the locked car to leave. Listen to me. We don't want to kill any of you. Any more of you. I give you my word, but trust me, we will.
I work for Leviticus Cornwall.
Come on, boys.
We got our orders.
Okay, you asked for it.
We ain't
5,
opening this door.
4, 3, 2, 1. Seems our friends have gone deaf. Wake them up a little. That's enough! Mr. Williamson, give Mr. Morgan and Mr. Smith some dynamite. You two boys go blow that door open. Now, don't matter too much to us, but you boys in there might want to take a step back. After blowing up the door, Arthur, Lenny, and Micah search inside the train. They don't find much until Arthur finds some bearer bonds and goes and gives them to Dutch. The gang then flee from the train and regroup back in Coulter. A few days pass, and the gang begins to pack up and leave to a new camp south of Coulter called Horseshoe Overlook. The gang are now out of the mountains and free from any problems, but the gang still needs money, and there's a new town to visit with new opportunities. New businesses to rob, new people to meet, and... I'm trying to rob some right now. Dello Jackie trying to rob some right now. I'm trying to rob some right now. Dello Jackie trying to rob some right now.
Don't you want to rob? Well, I'm gonna let him shoot also.